So the next thing we want to do is add the levels effect to this guy's layer. And real quick, let's name these layers. So hit enter on your top layer and name this guy or whatever. And you can name the bottom layer to footage. So on our guy, we want to apply the levels effect, which is right here. Search levels, drag that onto the top layer, and we will zoom in a bit. And what we want to do is increase this output black arrow right here until he starts to look like he's covered up by the fog. And there's a couple other things we want to do to him color-wise. So in order to see this area better, it's kind of washed out now, we're going to apply an adjustment layer. So you can hit Control-Alt-Y, and that'll create this adjustment layer here. I'm going to hit enter and name this LUT, which is a lookup table. And you can apply whatever LUT you want to this. Sometimes your camera team will give you a LUT, but since we don't have that right now, we're just going to apply the levels effect. And all we're going to really do is increase the contrast. So drag the histogram, these arrows that are up above the ones we used previously, bring those into your histogram like so, and that'll increase the contrast. You can also move this middle arrow, which is the gamma, and now we can really see this area in better detail. So I'll toggle that on and off, and you can see the difference between the raw footage and the slightly colored footage, just for our benefit, not the final color. And you don't want to render this color out because that's not our job. We hand this VFX footage off to the colorist to be colored. So we don't want to render this LUT. So just right click on it and turn on guide layer right here. And that will show us the LUT in our workspace, but when we render it out, it'll turn the layer off and it'll go back to being this raw, flat look. So that's how you want to work with your LUT on, but not render it out. So now we can see this in a little better detail. It's nice that we have this character here to reference. We can see he's got a lot of fog in front of him. He's very blue compared to the black color right here. So let's keep bringing well, first let's select our guy layer, and then let's go back to the levels, and let's bring that output black point up. You can also control, click and drag on the output black here to have a little finer control over it. So it's also looking a little green. So I'm going to change to, under levels, channel, I'm going to change to the green channel. And I'm going to refine this a little bit until I get a look I'm happy with, and make some really minor moves here because you can really mess it up color-wise. I just want to bring the green output white, or actually the output black, up just a little bit. I just want to take a little bit of the green out. Okay, that's looking better. And he's also much bluer and lighter, so let me go to the blue. And I'll mess with these values too. And you can keep messing with these until you're happy. And I'll go back to the RGB to change the overall, which is more the brightness and contrast of it. Keep bringing that up. And I'll also bring the output white point down. You can see his shoulders up here are too bright. So bringing that down as well, decreasing the contrast on this, makes him blend in better with the fog.